It is a card of pleasure, greed, manipulation, foul play, and temptations, which are difficult to resist. The presence of such cards with a combination of other cards ruled by Mars and Venus would indicate excessive sexual urges or harsh circumstances, which would force one to follow the path of pain and humiliation. However, there is nothing fixed or certain when it comes to predictive astrology or tarot. Just as the human soul is vast, complex, deep, and difficult to understand, in a similar manner, the knowledge of astrology and tarot is inexhaustive, vast, never ending, and something that cannot be covered by any human soul in one lifetime. Most of the times, it is a grey area which is very subjective. The astrological chart or the tarot cards never go wrong, but it is the reader, the astrologer, the medium who has to translate and place the information in the right place. The interpretation or the information needs to fall in sync with the client's life. What needs to be understood is that the profession which makes one go through never-ending emotional pain and humiliation is the very same profession which makes the native a follower of rituals, rites, and practices which have been passed over eons as a part of a tradition. Even sex workers or sexual trade or prostitution or flesh trade, it has got rituals and rites which have been followed in different religions all over the world, and those are extremely sacred rituals, even though people look down upon it. But those are not just sacred, but they are also very relevant in many ways, and especially from the occult and metaphysical point of view. It gives them an ability to identify pain and suffering among men whom they love but cannot call their own. To identify someone's pain and suffering is also the first step towards healing. To survive under circumstances which are chronic and uncertain creates a survivor. Success and acceptability are momentary, but the ability to survive is a lifelong experience, irrespective what others think of you or the manner in which they treat you. Being shameless, insensitive, and ruthless is the need of the hour. Irrespective what you do for a living, and this applies to people from all walks of life. Your enemies can snatch your success or your worldly belongings, but no one can snatch your ability to survive. If you have acquired this life-giving skill, then it is yours and only yours. I hope this article or blog of mine is useful to the reader in some way. Let me make it very clear, as a human being, I am no one to judge others. It is a privilege I do not enjoy, nor am I capable enough to indulge in it. To each his own. However, I have immense respect for the patrons of the goddess. I do wish, pray, and hope that every soul out there who goes through this endless cycle of pain, humiliation, and suffering, who goes through the ritual of giving this pleasure, healing, and unconditional love to men who are insensitive, shameless, ruthless, greedy, extremely selfish, and undeserving of this love. I hope that this very soul who is a patron of the goddess finds happiness and spiritual prosperity in every sphere of her life. Amen. If you come across this video